Good afternoon. So today it's been foggy and cold this whole week. Not sunny like they said a few days ago. I think the high is like in the upper 30s, but we are gonna make cookies. So these are my favorite cookies. I got everything set up. I got my mixer, my sheets, baking sheets. So the first thing I put in is the butter. Right, this is going to be kind of hard to do with one hand. Let me stop this. All right, so I got the butter in. It's 1 cup of butter. Then I found Swerva instead of putting brown sugar in. This is a natural substitute. It uses some leaf, I think, and some root that is super sweet. But I really like it. They have brown sugar Swerva, granular, and powdered sugar Swerva. And it bakes just like sugar so far. And stevia I did not like. Stevia does not caramelize. And I don't like the taste of it. But this stuff is pretty good. So I got it measured out. So 3/4 a cup of sugar. And this is Swerva. Alright, then my little trick is I use pudding. You can do sugar-free, but I don't think the cookies don't look as good. So I'm trying to get rid of this pudding right now, but I will do a sugar-free sometime. So I'm basically eliminating 1/3 of the sugar because the chips have sugar. I haven't been able to figure out how to eliminate sugar in that unless you get dark chocolate. But stop this again and open this pack. All right, I love the smell of French vanilla pudding. Very good. All right, it is kind of hard doing this with one hand, but we will make do. All right, now that we got all the sugars and the butter in, I'm gonna mix it up, and I let the butter, oops, I don't have it plugged in. I let the butter sit out for like half an hour to soften. I think it works better that way when you actually make the cookies in, because the butter is not chunky. And this takes a couple minutes because the butter is still fairly cold. Yeah, from what I found, stevia is the best substitute, sugar substitute, and Swerva is, I think, a close second. Swerva, it's expensive. That bag, this bag right here is like $9, and it's 1 2/3 cups of sugar. But I told my wife it's cheaper than a doctor bill or diabetes. I love my KitchenAid. We've had this for, oh my gosh, 12 years. So you can see how I like to get it really creamy. So now we're going to put these 2 eggs in, and I will stop the camera for that. I'm not talented enough to crack them with one hand. Alright, so we got the 2 eggs in, and we are beating that. I used to use the KitchenAid recipe book, and it told you how many seconds to do everything. I just look at it. probably beat this for under a minute. Or I should say the KitchenAid. It's so much more fun to bake with the KitchenAid. It does all the work. So next we're going to put the vanilla in. So this vanilla, 2 ounces, is $10. Can't believe how expensive vanilla has gotten. It's pure vanilla extract. So I put 2, it calls for 1 teaspoon. I put 2 teaspoons of vanilla in. I just think it tastes better. Oh crap, I just spilled my vanilla. Ah, that's not good. After I said how much it cost. All right, that's a casualty of holding the camera. I'm gonna turn it off again for a second. Okay, we are mixing the 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Smells really good. I love vanilla. So all we have left to put in is the baking soda, flour, and the Butterfinger chips. Here's my mess. It's always sad to waste vanilla. Okay, so that's probably good. We're gonna go ahead and stop the camera again and put the baking soda in, and then I mix that before I put the flour in. Okay, there's the baking powder. And we'll mix that up good. Try to get the beater on the back side so it's not in the way. But now we're going to put the flour in. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Let's see. I'm going to try and do this with my left hand.
Oh my god.
Alright, 1/4 a cup. Alright, so here's a cup. So this takes 2 1/4 cups. So that's 1 1/4. And this will make 2 1/4. All right. So we freeze these in little baggies. That way we don't overeat and they last a long time. They're pretty good when you take them out of the freezer. Okay, if we're gonna get the chips ready. Yeah. So I'm using these Butterfinger chips, bits they're called. But that's what it looks like. So I only put half the bag in. I used to use the entire bag of stuff, but I don't do that anymore. That's too much. Alright, I should open this more. I better stop this again. Alright, get the bag open more. I think that's about half the bag. Alright, let's give it a shot. I've never used these before. I love Butterfinger. Who doesn't like Butterfinger? Okay, so now, oh my gosh. So, it's all stuck to the mixing thing. This is a lot harder holding the camera and trying to cook with one hand. But if I have a stand, I don't know if I can point it where I want to. Alright, this is the worst part about using the mixer. You gotta clean this thing off. Alright, let me stop this and I will get it all ready and show you. Okay, it's the cookie dough. Okay, I got the cookies on the tray. So this is 19. I'm trying to put more on because I make them little. Usually I do like 12 to 15, but I only put one tray in the oven at a time also because I find if you have two trays in, the one tray, like the bottom either like cooks faster than the other tray. So one tray at a time. That way I'm consistent. But they look pretty good, and that's what I got left. Should make 40 to 42 cookies normally. Okay, so I got my cookies on the tray. So I actually made 39. I didn't want to have 3 trays, so I kind of made a few of them a little bigger. But this one's going to go in the oven. And I am not going to try and do this with the camera. In my luck, I'll drop them. So I have them in the oven. I put them in the middle so they don't burn. There it is. And got most of my mess cleaned up. And then these will wait to go in. So it's 375 degrees. Oh, I do it for 8.5 minutes, so I need 8 minutes. I've already been in there 30 seconds. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, the first batch is done. So I like to make them just a golden brown. Like you can see how, because I use Butterfinger, it kind of started to melt. And it seeps to the bottom. Chocolate chips don't do that. They look more like these. But I think these look pretty good. Oh, that looks like a good one right there. So I used to eat, every time I made cookies, I would have to have 1 per tray to test them. But now I just have 2 to 3 total. That's it. No matter how many trays I make. So I let these sit for a couple minutes sometimes, just to let them cook more. But I'm going to take them off and put it on my rack while the second tray bakes for 5 more minutes. So the other thing is I like to use parchment paper. I never used to, but I mean, look how easy. When you're done, you just throw this away and your sheet, cookie sheet, is clean. It just makes it a lot easier. But here's the first batch on the rack. I'll try one in a few minutes. So the second batch is almost done. I wish you could see through the window better. Well, here they're all done, but they look pretty good. That's the caramelized Butterfinger. Let's see which one I will try. Well, I tried this one. So, really good. And the best thing is it's not too sweet because of the Swerva. It just falls apart. here's the finished product. 36 cookies. So I put 4 in a bag. That way we can each have 2 a day. We don't overeat them. If you have a cookie jar, then it's too easy. Just keep putting your hand in. And we freeze them. So they last long. And they're pretty good when they come out of the freezer. But these are possibly the best cookie. It is the best cookie recipe I've ever found. If you try it, let me know what you think. But these are butterscotch, or not butterscotch, Butterfinger cookies.